A lot of the kids start out, they don't really know what's going to happen, and at the very first scene, the babysitting scene, they're just kind of getting a feel for it, and they notice what's going on, and they kind of retain the information a little bit, and as they go through the tour, they see what happens, and a lot of them are terrified of what could possibly happen to them if they decide to do drugs, and I do think that it makes an impact on them, and it encourages them not to. So I think we get our point across.
They know, this stuff actually happens. So I've actually seen parents cry. I do a courtroom scene. I ended up crying, to get the point across to the kids. And I look behind me and I seen three, four parents crying, just because they know that this happens, and so they when they see it happen in the courtroom scene, they see the kids seeing it, it's really intense.
This is just a very complex process, a very complex event, and everybody comes together. We actually work on this for 6 months. That doesn't mean every day for 6 months, but it means that people are working on their own individual scenes and their responsibilities, and they come together, and we had 2 walk-through dress rehearsals, so we're good to go on this. But it's a 6-month process that begins in October.
You don't think of what's going to happen in the future when you do actions.
They do talk about it. They go back, even if we don't carry on a conversation with this. You hear them talking about it in the bus. You hear them talking about it in the classroom. They may talk about somebody they've known, but I think the reaction is, this is so blunt, this is so right up there and very, step by step of what happens. It's so realistically done by real people that I think, they are affected by this.
All your decisions not only affect you, but they affect everyone in your family, your friends, your cousins, your relatives, your teachers, the cops, people in church, your community. All it takes is just one time. Please take care of yourselves, so you don't have to go through this.
This is far more than a scare type of thing, because scare tactics have been proven just in and of themselves to be ineffective. What makes this work is that virtually every 8th grader in the whole county experiences the same event. A lot of the 5th graders do. It becomes, and the parents do, it becomes part of the cultural history, the cultural experience. And because this does have actors who are doing what they do in everyday life to save kids' lives, there is no fantasy that this is just put on. The reality of this cuts through everything.